You don't need chaos, you need a new target. Welcome to Huddle Up. I'm your host, Duane Gibbs, alongside my partner, Mark Bruce, the Hall of Famer, where we come to you every Wednesday and Friday with a quick, mindful thought. With that being said, let's huddle up.
Hey there.
What's happening?
Hey,
I'm good. I have great news for you
I can't wait.
and everyone else.
Yes,
You don't need chaos.
that is great news.
You don't need to start from scratch. And really, what we all need is a new target. And it's not because when capable people feel restless, it's rarely because something's broken. It's because the current game no longer demands their best.
Yep,
And I
you're
think we've all been there at some point, and we need a new target.
yep, you are absolutely right. You need to slow down, quiet the noise, calm the chaos, and
Mm,
find a new direction. Find
yeah.
that new target. You need to find something that's worth focusing on again. Something that excites you, pulls you into the moment, something that requires you to be present and not just a participant that's going through the motions. If your goal becomes too small, if your target becomes too small, even disciplined people, they get bored and drift away.
Yeah. It's an important distinction. This isn't about starting over. It's about elevating the game that you're already in. The routine still works, the structure still works, but the challenge that once energized you, I think, that's what's missed. You know, um, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's exactly it. When the target becomes too small,
Hmm.
you've got to change the target. Everything has to change. And when it does change, your focus sharpens, your standards come back and they're where they need to be. Your momentum returns because you're energized. And it's not because you're doing more, it's because you're aiming higher and you're excited about what you're getting ready to do.
So I would say the takeaway for today would be if good enough is quickly becoming the new norm, it's time to demand more from the game itself and from yourself. You know, you don't need chaos, just a bigger target.
Yep.
I think that we all struggle with this at some point, but the beauty about that is you don't need to change anything. You just need to not listen to the chaos. You just don't need it. And focusing on a new target, I think that just separates the high achievers from people that just get stuck and don't do anything for change.
Yep.
So,
You just slow down and calm the noise.
yes.
You don't need the chaos.
I mean, we do that all the time within our business. There's so many things that we need to do as business owners. And sometimes it does get noisy, but then, regroup, collaborate, talk about it, and everything always irons out. And it works out way better that way versus dealing with situations in the chaos.
Yep. Find that bigger target.
Absolutely. Hey, we appreciate you, the listener, for joining. Don't forget to like, share, leave a comment. Also, join us every Monday when we do a full episode of Huddle for Success. With that being said, stay huddled up and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Huddle Up, where we come to you every Wednesday and Friday. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on YouTube and on social media. If you find this information helpful, share this with someone that you know. We'll see you next time on Huddle Up.